attempt to adjust your set. This is a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. So, in the video I uploaded yesterday letting you know about the hotfix going live, that being Skyrim Patch 1.32 on Xbox, PS5, and PS4, that was supposed to fix the crap that they broke with Patch 1.31, I said that I would share my experience with the patch with you guys. And so this video, as I am a man of my word, is that experience. Would you care to take a wild guess why it's not in Skyrim and being shot in here instead? So before getting into my experience, let me say that in the comments on that previous video, that it seems that for the vast majority, the hotfix, if you're especially on PS4, didn't do jack shit. Now I don't know about Xbox. For PS5 players, I did see some comments that said that it did fix the ghost space issue. And I do hope that's the case. I hope that you are able to enjoy the content now, for however long, with Skyrim being Skyrim, but that you are able to enjoy it. I also hope Xbox players who I believe that they had the map was randomly crashing, I hope that's been fixed for them. In the case of PS4 players though, if you are one of those, like myself, then you know that most likely the patch did not fix jack shit, and in some cases made things worse, although oddly enough in my own case, not at first. So let me go ahead and tell you about the testing that I did, but of course you'd be well aware of this if you're on PS4, and that is that mods are still, of course, ballooning in size. They did not fix that. A mod that is supposed to download for 9 megabytes is instead installing for 256 megabytes. I had ran a test on mods that were altered by 131, deleting them and then re-downloading them on 132 to see if it would fix it, but it didn't. They of course still downloaded with a much larger file size. I then ran an additional test with a mod that had not been previously downloaded on 131 at all, so at the time it had showed the correct file size, but downloading it on patch 1.32 it then ballooned in size as well. So then I got to thinking, well, maybe they didn't mean the mod's install size, you know, if what they said originally was to be believed. And I'll be upfront with you, I don't believe it. But in any case, I thought, well, maybe then they meant about the showing the correct space when you delete a mod. Because it used to, when you would delete one, show you in real time that you got that space back. But on 131 and now patch 132, at least in my experience, it doesn't do that. I have to quit out the main menu, reload the files, and then go back in to see that it did indeed give me back the space of the deleted mod. So they didn't fix that. Then on top of that, also the creations menu just crashing because you're in it for too long. Now I've been seeing some comments from viewers that I guess you think that was something new introduced with patch 1.31. That's been there since the creations update was released. I recall back before we got the creations update, back when they were separated to the CC content and mod content, you could go into the mod page and I would be in there for hours sometimes taking a look around at what was there. Now I can't be in there in no time at all. I get hit with that shit all the time, and it's so annoying that you just in there a brief time and you're kind of like under a ticking clock that if you're in there too long, it's gonna crash. It doesn't matter if you're just sitting still in there, scrolling through the creations, or in the load order. So that has not been fixed. Now one thing interestingly enough that has been fixed, probably by accident on their part at this point, is that there used to be a bug that if you were, say, in your load order and you moved some mods around and then decided before you quit out to reload your files that you saw a mod you wanted and you would download it, it would cause the mods that you had moved in that session to go to the bottom of the load order. Now on 131 I tested this, and on 132 I tested it, and surprisingly it was no longer doing that. So it seems that they did fix it. That at least was my experience. Now for something that they definitely did not fix, and the reason why I'm in here instead of doing this in Skyrim, and that is the random crashes that you get in game because you're foolish enough to think you can actually play it. So I was in there earlier playing and running a few tests, but also shooting the video for you guys, and I fucked around and decided I'd go left instead of right, and that was enough to do it, because of course the game crashes because of memory issues sometimes, or scripts not firing correctly, what have you. And so I went ahead, reloaded the app, and just like some of you have been commenting, where you try to load and it doesn't even get to the main menu and it crashes, sure enough, all of a sudden it decides that's what it's going to do. And so I know it's got to be something in the load order. My thoughts are possibly either a mod broke in there that I'm not aware of. I went through and I checked, but maybe I missed one because there are so many in there. Also, I do still have a mod that is broken that I was not able to delete like I did the others, because the method that I showed to use doesn't work on mods that are deleted from Bethesda.net. So it's a possibility. Could be a possibility of a mod that I downloaded and installed during that last session. Whatever the cause, it now of course just crashes when attempting to load. So normally I'm able to troubleshoot the issue and fix it. And I've been able to pull my character, this is my original character on his original saves, going on 6 years now. And I've always been able to pull him out of everything that I've put him through in doing this for you guys. And this time I believe he's probably at the end of his road. And the reason for that is because since I can't get in there, I know I've had this happen once before, that it just started doing this damn crashing shit. And that was before patch 1.31. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been the patch previous to that, but in any case, the only fix back then, I didn't have to delete the saves luckily, but the only fix back then was to delete the Skyrim app. In doing so, because I theorized it was something in the load order back then, and I was right, it completely wipes the load order out and the CC content, which you have to then download again. The problem is now, in doing that on patch 1.32, trying to download the mods again, I'm going to be in the same boat as the majority of the others that either downloaded them or updated them, as both will trigger it, and that's mods of course ballooning in size, meaning that now I won't even be able to have, like a lot of you experienced, the mods that I had before these two updates that was supposed to give us more space. And in doing so, my character is save dependent on one of the mods. I believe it's still up, but it was at a time that I didn't know enough about external assets and I made a mistake, and my precautions didn't protect me that time, and he became save dependent on it. And I know it's that mod because I ran tests shutting everything else down, in fact, to prove it. So while I do think that I could get that mod back and possibly save him that way, as I've done in the past, the problem is the other mods, although they aren't save dependent, they've still been, baked and ingrained in those save files for going on 6 years now. Some of them, a lot of them actually. And in not being able to get them back, only a small fraction of them, I have no idea but suspect that most likely is going to cause the game to run fairly rough, with a lot more stuttering, frame drop, more random crashing, what have you. So it's the very likelihood that I'm going to have to end up. I always knew I would lose him at some point, but I figured it'd be for my stupidity, not Bethesda's. But most likely I'm going to have to end up and actually I don't know, I haven't made my mind up yet, because not only then losing the character, but not even being able to get the mods back, like my custom lighting rig build, which I have had several compliments in the past about the look of the lighting in game, and it's made up of particular mods in a very specific way that complement each other and give that overall look. But now realistically, if they all balloon in size, and I suspect that they will, I'm not going to have the space. I mean, take into consideration that before this happened, it said that I had at yesterday 7 gigabytes of space used of what they gave us. And there should be no way that I'd be that damn much more on the amount taken up right now, considering the fact that I don't have that many new mods in there. But because of these massive file sizes with some of them, and even the small ones, you download a sword and it's 256 megabytes. Before you know it, everything is gone. So, any case, I apologize for the video not being entertaining. I planned to go into Skyrim to tell you about my experience and not be entertaining in there, but shit happens. So In any case, I said I'd share, and that was my experience with the HOTFIX patch. Hopefully, you guys are having a better experience with it, but I know a lot of you aren't. But for the ones that are, enjoy it while you can. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Take care. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin via the Eyes Only Informant Net. Peace out.